Have you ever felt so lost walking into a pet store? There's just way too many products to choose from. These ads look too good to be true. When you only want what's best for your pet. If only I had a friend to guide me. Well, look no further because
I worked 53 hours the past 5 days, and a large proportion of those hours involved checking cats' and dogs' teeth. And boy, am I disappointed to say that so many cats and dogs came in with pretty bad teeth. Did you know that 80% of dogs and 70% of cats suffer with periodontal disease by the age of 3? What's even more shocking is that so many people don't know that you're meant to brush your pet's teeth. Yes, you're meant to brush their teeth at least once a day, every day. However, don't fret, because here are my favorite ways to help your pet maintain your oral hygiene. If you're new here, my name is May and I'm a small animal vet. And this video is dedicated to educate you about your pet's teeth, so let's begin. Timestamps are down below, so skip along to your preferred section. We don't need this or this today, but what we do need is this and this. This is a cat's dental chart and a dog's dental chart. Adult cat have 30 teeth and adult dogs have 42 teeth. So really quickly, the basics of teeth. We refer them to incisors, the front sections, your canine teeth, your premolars, and your molars. We also refer them to 4 quadrants, so 1, 2, 3, 4. An important difference is that cats are strict carnivores, so they have teeth that are basically all really sharp. They don't really have grinding surfaces. They have an incisor in the front to grip their prey. Whereas in dogs, they have grinding surfaces on their premolars and molars, which allow them to adapt to a more flexible diet, so they are omnivores. So now you know some basics, let's get to learning how to look after their teeth. So how often should you brush your pet's teeth? Like in humans, you have to brush twice a day every day. Ideally, that's recommended for your pet if you can. Obviously, you have to gradually introduce the toothbrush to them, introduce the toothpaste, a dog and cat safe toothpaste. Obviously, don't use human toothpaste. And get them used to the idea of you working around their mouth, touching their mouth, checking their gums, checking their teeth. So it's really recommended to start them young. So when they're puppies and kittens, give them a treat reward whenever you introduce the toothbrush, things like that. So how do you get started? I have some goodies for you. So you can see. Wow! Your toothbrush is going to be your best friend. Other options include finger brushes or little microfiber pads. That may be really good if your pet really hates the toothbrush. However, the bristle action will be the most effective in getting the plaque off your teeth. Would always recommend to try with a brush. The big one tends to be for dogs and the small one for cats with smaller mouths. Anything is better than nothing, so finger brush or the microfiber pad, those can be useful too. In terms of toothpaste, so enzymatic toothpaste, there are many brands out there. These are the ones sold in our clinic. Basically, you want to make sure that it's safe for your pet and it has enzymes like glucose oxidase, enzymes that help with the toothbrushing. These are common ones that you can find at the pet shops that I picked out. You can see they've got a nice little brush and here and here. First line of defense, as we said, will always be your toothbrushing. Sorry, I know I talk about toothbrushing a lot, especially in consults. The second line of defense will be your dental treats. Now, not all dental treats are created equal, unfortunately, so you have to be really careful. The ones that we advise are the ones that have the VOHC seal of approval, which stands for Veterinary Oral Health Council. And what it looks like is a little white box on the treat packet. So for example, this packet over here, you can see there is this white box that says VOHC. Don't know if it's focusing. It's so small. Veterinary Oral Health Council approved, it's accepted, and it helps control tartar. How you get this deal is actually pretty difficult. If you go onto their website, they'll go through the protocols for you, and essentially these products undergo 2 clinical trials to assess the gingivitis score, effectiveness of the product to see if it actually works or makes a difference. Another product that's quite good is called Plaque Off. And essentially Plaque Off, you can zoom in here. How do people do this? I'm not very good at doing this thing. Which is essentially organic seaweed that helps bind with the saliva in the mouth just to reduce the buildup of plaque. It's not going to get rid of what's already there, but it'll help reduce future ones. So as we said, brushing is always the best, but if you can't, these are alternatives that can be very good. You can find all these products really in supermarkets or pet shops, but look out for the white box, as we said. So on the subject of dental treats, there are some to avoid as well. So dried pig's ears or your antler bones that look very trendy on social media, however, they can be really harmful. Firstly, dried pig ears, they can be very rich in fats, and I've seen some dogs that come in literally after they had ingested these dried pig's ears, coming in with pancreatitis, tummy upset, diarrhea, so be careful. The other one is your antler bones. I've seen cases where traumatic fractures came from biting down on those antler bones, or even some other dental chews that get stuck in the teeth, and we have to sedate the dog to remove it. So monitor them, supervise them whenever they're eating any types of chews like these. Also try and avoid them if you can. A good test is like the fingernail test. So if you can indent your fingernail into the chew, chances are it is most likely to be safe, chewable for the pet. But if you can't indent it with your fingernail, it might be too hard for them, so be careful as it can be a risk for fracturing their teeth. Have you heard of the product that actually dissolves plaque on the teeth? I think it's like green in color, and I've seen so many Facebook ads about it, and it looks kind of too good to be true. So if you're wondering if a product is too good to be true, chances are it probably is. So as of today, 2025, I don't know of any product that can instantly melt your pet's plaque on the teeth. So if you see those weird ads on that, they're all over social media. It's not going to be beneficial. I'll save you the hassle and not to get it. You can get it if you want, and if it works, please let me know. You might be wondering, why is this vet so passionate about dental care? It's just teeth, isn't it? So my friend, all animals have teeth, and teeth are so important because they need to eat. In my experience, I've seen so many pets come in with very sore mouths. They smell, they're really painful, they can really impact their quality of life. And also, dental procedures require putting the animal under anesthetic, extracting the teeth if they're rotten, things like that. So if you want to avoid all of that, preventative care will be your best bet. Last few myths to bust because this is so important. So myth number 1. My pet is still eating, so they are fine. That is not true. Your pet may still be eating because they get hungry, just like we do. However, they are eating through the pain. So please be mindful, especially if they chew weirdly on one side, they have lots of saliva, they're yowling, there's swelling on the side of their face. That is a lot of pain, and they might not be screaming in pain, but it's pain. My pet has smelly breath. Surely all pets have smelly breaths. There is a huge difference between normal doggy breath or cat fishy breath and infection smell with bacteria pus breath. So if you ever wonder, why your pet suddenly developed this breath, please bring them to the vet so they can have a check of their teeth. If your pet kisses you every day, surely you should care about their oral hygiene. I really hope you've learned something new from this video. If it's about your pet's teeth, the anatomy, things that you can do proactively as an owner, and also to share this with other pet owners, please, so that we don't see pets with poorly teeth that often at the vets. Because 80% of dogs and 70% of cats develop periodontal disease by the age of 3. So if that statistic doesn't shock you, I don't know what will. Anyways, all the best. Share any extra tips you have for people around dental care if you have down below, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye now.